A meeting that Kanye West had, a secret meeting that has now been exposed, a meeting with a high-ranking member of the Trump administration. And you know what that seems to signal. He met with Jared Kushner in Colorado this past weekend. And with everyone, saying that Kanye's campaign seems to be engineered by the Trump administration, it makes this meeting really, really interesting.
Oh, it does indeed. So we told you, we actually broke this story, that Kim and Kanye, they went glamping after they came back from the Dominican Republic. So the New York Times is saying that in Colorado over the weekend, that Kanye and Jared sat down for a meeting. You should know. Jared Kushner there is probably Donald Trump's most trusted advisor.
Yeah. And it's remember, this is just days after the Democratic Party in Wisconsin challenged Kanye's signatures to get on the ballot there. And they said publicly they believe that the Trump campaign is involved in getting these signatures for Kanye and doing it purely to be a spoiler, to take votes away from Joe Biden.
You're 100% right. It's really fueling that speculation, which people have thought is what's behind his candidacy. So Kanye actually came out and said, look, I'll do an interview about what I met with Jared Kushner about. We talked about Claude Anderson's book, Powernomics. So he's trying to blunt the impact of that sort of speculation about him just sort of being a tool for the Trump campaign.
Right. He's trying to make it seem like this was just a meeting to talk about, as Kanye put it, black empowerment. But come on, Kanye knows. In fact, Kanye was well aware this weekend of
because of Rudy.
Criticism.
Because we got Rudy out this weekend, Rudy Giuliani. Listen to this, because what Rudy seems to be saying, you have to connect the dots, is that he secretly loves Trump. And if he does secretly love Trump, and if Rudy is saying that Kanye has issues with the Democrats, are they working together?
Kanye, I think, is secretly a Trump supporter.
You think they're still friends? Is the president mad at him at all for running?
No, I think Kanye is expressing the discontent of the African-American voter, who's been completely taken for granted, completely manipulated by the Democrat Party for 50 years. They oversee these cities, each one of them, in which the African-Americans haven't been able to gain any ground until Trump came along. So I think Kanye's making that point, and I think you're going to see a big difference.
So, Charles, I have one theory here. So there are two possibilities. One is Kanye's working with the Trump campaign. Kanye has always said he's in it to win it, and he's not a spoiler. So if that's not the case, it could be that Kanye really is, trying to run. Jared Kushner realizes, and Trump realizes, he ain't going to win, but he could be a spoiler. So maybe he's encouraging Kanye without making it appear that he's co-opting Kanye.
So you're saying that maybe the administration isn't involved directly in his campaign, but Jared may have just given him some tips this weekend.
I don't know. I mean, Jared Kushner did not just say, oh, I want to have a meeting with Kanye West just to shoot the you-know-what. I don't believe it. Yeah, I don't believe that.
I'm just saying, we have been saying all along, and we could get no answers from anyone involved with Kanye as to who's his campaign manager.
Right. And we know that in Wisconsin, there are reports that a former Trump operative was collecting signatures.
Right.
So there you go.
Hello, I'm Kayla Rodriguez. I'm from Beaufort, Georgia. And I think it's really disappointing that Kanye met with Jared Kushner. Obviously, he's not the same person who told George Bush doesn't like black people or doesn't care about black people. So, and he's not the same person anymore, and it's really disappointing. And don't blame it on his bipolar disorder, because mental illness doesn't make you.
Wow. Okay.
That was strong, and I gotta disagree. You cannot dismiss Kanye's mental health.
Absolutely. I mean, it's real. And if you don't believe it, read what Kim Kardashian's written about it, because it is real.